Okay. How the hell did you get in here? The heck? Hey guys, my name is Solarsammy, and today, I think we're gonna do more book reviews, cause, my arm hurts too much to do a gameplay thing on my computer. Just gonna move right past that, and, yeah. Let's just say I did this too hard out of frustration, and I hope I didn't break anything. Anyways, this is really awkward. I'm avoiding eye contact. This is how many books we have left to review. I don't know how many we're gonna do today. Depends on, if I feel like it. Sea Witch. This is basically a retelling of, the Little Mermaid story. I guess it starts from the perspective of a human, Evie, and it kind of goes back and forth between the past every now and then. Well, hang on, does it? No, that's the prologue. It starts off with a child, Evie, and a child, Anna, I think. Yeah. And, so they live, I think, in England or something. They, like, live near this kingdom in the 1800s, 17 or 1800s. And, like, they live near the water, so it starts off in this cottage, I guess. The kids are, like, playing by the water, and, they're told, like, not to... Well, are they told not to get, like, stuck? I don't know. At some point, Anna and Evie race into the water, and then, I think either Anna drowns or, like, one of them slips on the cobblestones, I think it is, trying to go get help, because Anna's drowning. I think it's Anna. Is it Anna? Yeah, it is Anna. I think Evie's mom is a witch, because at some point, like, Evie, like, dies or something from a concussion. And her mom basically sacrifices her own life for Evie, and Evie, like, wakes up, this is, like, still a kid, and then immediately starts crying because her mom's dead, and her father's been, like, there the whole time. I guess, I might as well just read the back, because it's been a while since I've read this. Ever since her best friend Anna drowned, Evie has been an outcast in her small fishing town. A freak, a curse, a witch. Then a girl with an uncanny resemblance to Anna appears on the shore, though the girl denies it. Evie is convinced that her best friend survived. And as the two girls catch the eyes and hearts of two charming princes, Evie believes she might have... Evie believes she might finally have a chance at a happily ever after. But her new friend has secrets of her own. She can't stay in Havenstead, the town, or on two legs unless Evie helps her. Now Evie will do anything to save her friend's humanity and her prince's heart, harnessing the power of her magic, her ocean, and her love until she discovers too late what she's bargained away. So, basically, that's a good rundown of it. This other prince, the princes are, like, childhood friends of theirs, of Evie and Anna. I think one is Nick, or Nicholas or something. That's a friend, and then his cousin, I think it's his cousin. Someone related to him. Called Iker, is someone that Evie's interested in. And then Anna, let's just say, is it Anna? Anna met. That's right. So the grown version of Anna, or Anna lookalike, is Anna met. So Anna met is, I guess, in love with Nick, and the story building is like takes so long to get to the actual like Little Mermaid part of the story. If it isn't obvious enough, Annabeth is the mermaid. She's more of a siren, actually, now that I think about it. So it starts off with basically the boat scene on Nick's birthday, and Evie thinks she sees Anna, like she thinks she's hallucinating because Annabeth's just swimming around and whatnot. Then they finally lock eyes in like one of the lower decks of the ship, and then I think they meet officially on the shore, like in this, like, in or around this cave that Evie is very familiar with. And, sorry, I got the entire story, like, as a movie in my head. I'm trying to pinpoint, like, where it is I'm talking about. I'm trying not to jump around like I normally do in telling a story. So I either get ahead of myself or don't say one important detail and then backtrack to include that important detail. Basically, Evie is a witch. I think her aunt or something is there too. I don't know. Basically, the town hates witches, so Evie has to like be careful and stuff. And Annabeth knows that she's a witch. And at the same time, Evie knows that Annabeth is a mermaid. Except she has her voice. Wow! That's a twist. So, also, surprisingly, it's not like the Brothers Grimm. It is a Grimm story, but not in that way. Like, she doesn't end up as, like, Seafoam. At least Annabeth doesn't end up like Seafoam. So, at some point, Annabeth has to kill the prince. I don't remember why, but I think Evie is in love with Nick, the prince that Anna has to kill. Although she was with Iker, like, he didn't actually like her or whatever, or he was leading her on, I guess. Basically, she's not supposed to be with Iker. She wanted to be with Nick, and Nick felt the same way. And so, I think it's like The Little Mermaid, like the Disney version, at least, like the point of she has to kiss him before Anna can kill him? I don't know. That part is foggy. I don't remember. Anna doesn't kill him because Evie, like, doesn't let her. And she exposes Anna for being a mermaid, and in turn, Evie's exposed for being a witch. And then, like, this, like, battle happens, I guess. And they go into the water at some point. I think Nick was in trouble or something. Oh yeah, Evie's dad died, by the way, in a boating accident. That was completely Annabeth's fault. I completely forgot to add that. So I just remembered it now. And Evie also dies and merges with this octopus thing, I guess. Like, that saves her life somehow. I don't know how that works, but it did. And Anna is killed as well and turns into like sea coral or something. I don't know. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's either like the things that Ursula has at the bottom of the coral reef thing. Polypus, that's what it was. Don't know what that is, but she turns into one of those. She can speak if she's given a voice, I guess, or like if Evie like gives her that voice to speak. And Evie and Nick can't be together because, you know, society or something. How dare you? And oh yeah, if you didn't see what happened to Bookfell, I'm not just talking to hallucinations. Although that is a thing. I do have auditory hallucinations apparently sometimes. Anyways, so Evie has to now live in the ocean as a sea witch, of course. It wouldn't be called sea witch if she wasn't turned into a sea witch. Like this book is such a roller coaster. And I'm probably not even explaining it the best way. So Anna, her friend, actually did die in the beginning. Like, she drowned and then the mer people like saved her, I guess, by turning her into a mermaid, and she was named after the stand-in for King Triton wife, like one of his late wives named Met. So her name's Anna. Oh yeah, and also a little bit of a spoiler to the sequel, but now after all of this happens, not only is Evie, like, I guess, famous or something, but, like, she's 50 years old by the, skip, I guess, time skip. Annabeth is infamous as an evil mermaid, and, for making the Sea Kingdom known. I don't think the kingdom, the Sea Kingdom even says Annabeth's name anymore. She's kind of like the Voldemort, I guess, of this universe at some point. Yeah, so, then, yes, Nick, went on to, you know, have to carry the bloodline, so, he couldn't be with Evie. Even though, like, they both wanted to. Then I think his grandson is in the sequel. Yeah, because he goes by Nicholas, and whereas this one went by Nick. With a K. N-I-K, I think. Because the way they spell Nicholas is different. But yeah, this also does the whole, like, skipping back and forth between past and present every now and then. Mace, ah yes, basically telling Anna and Evie's past, and sometimes including Nick, because they're like a trio. I accidentally moved my arm. Freaking art. For those of you who don't know, I am right-handed. This is difficult for my brain to, you know. For those of you wondering, it's this part of my arm that hurts. I hit, like, this is metal. Right here, like, 5 times. I'm saying like, because I don't remember. I think it was like 3 or 5 times. In frustration to stop thoughts and stuff. I need to stop doing that, but yeah. So now Evie is not, you know, happy. She's 50 years old, and the cliffhanger is with the actual stand-in for Ariel. I don't remember her name, but she has a similar situation, I guess. This is now, like, in the 1940s. because it's around the time of World War I or II. I do remember that being like a major part of the sequel. So she has a similar thing going on, but this time she trades her voice. Whereas Annette just donned legs, I guess. She didn't, I think all mermaids like have magic or something. I don't know if like it was just Annette who had that, or if like they just stopped doing that, or if that's just a forgotten plot point. But yeah, Annette didn't have a sea witch before to go to get legs. She just was able to do that. You know what, maybe it was because she used to be human. Also, I think that's why she's kept around as a polypus. Because, by the way, if I'm saying that wrong, I'm so sorry. I think that's why she's kept around by Evie, because she's like literally in Evie's lair now, at the bottom of the ocean. Which is still near Havenstead, by the way. Yeah. I think I got the basics of it. This really makes me want to reread this. Like, it's so good. I don't know how I normally grade these things, because it's chaotic, so 100 out of 100 on everything. Yeah. I'm not gonna go through all the grading stuff, just overall 100 or 200 out of 100. So, definitely recommend. Also, I just love the matte, MATTE, I think, cover. Like, it's, I don't know if it's like an autism thing or just like, it's a texture, I guess. I don't know, like, if it's just satisfying to my brain. Because it's not like that with like other books like that. It's just, like, this one specifically. Like this one has the matte thing too going on, as most books do. But I don't know, like, this one is just like, for lack of a better term, smooth? Or like, I don't know. I just like touching or holding it. And, I'm not going to do this on camera, but a lot of books have, like, good smells, or, like, every book smells different. I also like how this book smells. I'm not a book sniffer. Well, no. I am a book sniffer, I'm not a cake sniffer. If you get that reference, we're friends now. Next book. Next up. See, this has the matted thing too, though. But it's not the same. I don't know why. I don't know. Some books are like that. Like, with I'm a Gay Wizard, I guess it's kind of like that, but I prefer that one. I don't know. Anyways, Miraculous Ladybug, the comic, the anime thing. It's basically a retelling of the show, more in chronological order though, and I don't have... I also love how this smells. Like, if you're not an avid reader or like just addicted to books, you will probably find that very weird, but most people who read books can either smell them or just sniff them. That's not like an innuendo thing, that's just, I don't know, just happens. With that one, it's like normal books. I guess for me it's like normal books, like you like have to, you know, put it up to your face. Some books like this, like just going through the page, it just wafts to you, I guess. That's gonna sound so weird, I don't really care. I clean my car on camera, I don't I don't think I have the option to be embarrassed. I am a YouTuber. Embarrassing myself embarrassing myself on the internet is my job. Yeah. I kind of like how they draw Cat Noir here, honestly. Like, it gives them more, like, expression. Ugh. So, I don't have the entire series thing. I just have the first and third. And I don't know if you can find them all at Barnes & Noble or not, but I just found these two. I need to get the entire series because either the way that they're on Netflix or Disney or whatever isn't right, because Netflix put Bubbler first, whereas the first episode, I guess, is Stormy Weather, and then Bubbler. They even tell you the order, so I'd rather read the comics first. Manga, not comic. I'm stupid. This is manga. I do like mangas, actually. Mostly Miraculous, Ruby, and The Promised Neverland. Yeah, so illustrations, 1,000 out of 100, honestly. Yeah, it doesn't do like the Netflix stuff, and like put the episodes out of order, or what Gloob does. Gloob is a network thing. Just screwing over Zag/Awestruck, the creators of the show, and Disney as well, by releasing episodes and things out of order. Yeah, so that was kind of refreshing. The story overall just honestly felt more like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I wish they had that in the show. Like, this feels more like what they had been trying to do with the PV. If you don't know what that is, it's the anime of Miraculous Ladybug. The first iteration of Miraculous Ladybug, like, on the internet, I guess. Or on YouTube. This feels like what they were trying to go for. Like, it works so well. I think in the canon they just turned the PV into a movie, like, because they made a sequel to it, and they even made Reina Rouge into the second one. You remember that weird episode where everyone in canon was shipping Cat Noir and Reina Rouge? And the movie didn't help. It was so weird. But yeah, definitely had a lot of fun reading this. I don't know if I need to review the second book thing, because it's basically the same thing. Same comments and stuff. Just, so this one is the third one. Yeah. Also, I like how they have Marinette's hair to be blue. At least in the, cover, instead of, like, black. I don't know. In season 6, they make it blue and black. Like, in dark rooms, her hair is black, and then it's just normally blue. I don't know. Maybe the animators just couldn't decide, and then, you know, because it is black in the... Is it black? I think in the actual thing... Yeah, it is black. Her hair is normally black, so... Blackish blue. I don't know. Don't be on electronics. Oh my gosh. Anyways, next book. Squeaky squeaky, I guess. Pain. Cool. I don't remember much of this book, to be honest, because I read it firstly in 4th grade. Yeah, and then I got the entire series myself a few years ago. Also, I don't remember what the government thing is called, but there is, at least on this book, the symbol of a, like, organization or something. I just thought that was cool. I was gonna say shadow government. That's not a thing. So these children are called the Shadow Children because in this universe, it is illegal, I think this is in America, to have 3 or more children. So those are called Shadow Children, or illegal children. Luke has never been to school. He's never had a birthday party or gone to a friend's house for an overnight. In fact, Luke has never had a friend. Luke is one of the Shadow Children, a third child forbidden by the population police. That's this thing. That's the logo, population police, I think. Unless that's just the Shadow Children series logo or whatever. I don't know. It's just cool. I don't know if it's on every single book, but it's on every single one I own. So, it's cool. He's lived his entire life in hiding, and now with a new housing development replacing the woods next to his family's farm, he's no longer even allowed to go outside. Then one day Luke sees a girl's face in the window of a house where he knows two children already live. Finally, he's met a shadow child like himself. Jen is willing to risk everything to come out of the shadows. Does Luke even dare to become involved in her dangerous plan? Can he afford not to? So, this one, oh wow, I remember a lot more of this book now. So, that basically sums it up, and then Jen Talbot is his friend who he meets, I guess, and she's wanting to, or like plans to have a rally, I think basically at like DC or wherever the government headquarters thing is, of all the Shadow Children having a rally, basically a protest. You know, like the Constitution says that we're allowed to. Because it is wrong to be telling these kids, hey, you shouldn't exist. Like, they shouldn't be in hiding. And Luke is on board with going after being, more or less, like, scared to, I guess. Or, like, Luke is very timid, let's say. Mostly because he's afraid of getting caught. And one day, it's like in July or something, June or July, the rally happens, and Luke wasn't there. Thankfully, Luke wasn't there. And he learns this by either, like, being in the Talbot house, and Jen's not there. I think he learns this from either her dad, Mr. Talbot, or, like, emails or something on her computer. Basically, like, this is so sad. The population police basically gunned down everyone there at the rally. Jen is dead. Luke is devastated, and Mr. Talbot is kind of a double agent for the population police. So he's working for the Shadow Children. He helps Luke, and basically gives him this false name of Lee Grant, a dead rich kid who died in a accident or something. And the reason for this is the Grant family is willing to hide him or something. Or at least basically keep up the illusion of the fake ID of, like, yeah, you're my kid. Yeah, essentially hiding him. And he's at a school, or, like, he's going to go to the school, under the name Lee Grant. And there's, like, this decision, I guess, at the end, like, where he's unsure whether he wants to go or not, because it's either staying with his parents and brothers, like basically forever, as a shadow child, or trying to, like, the possibility of actually making a difference, if he does assume this identity, and attend the school. And, you know, finally go to school. Maybe make friends. So it kind of cuts off with Luke and Mr. Talbot in the car, I guess, driving away from the farm to go to, I think, Haddocks? Not Haddocks. That's the author. Henderson School? Something? I don't know. I know it was like a weird name. It's a school for boys, and yeah. I want to talk about more, but the rest is in the books, and I only have Among the Brave over here with me at the moment. I think the rest is like somewhere in there. I don't know. But yeah. You know, I think we can do one more. The one that fell. Yeah. You guys are lucky. 4 books when I normally do 2 or 3. I didn't credit any of the authors. Hang on. Among the Hidden is by Margaret Peterson Haddocks. Sea Witch is by Sarah Henning. And Miraculous is by Jeremy Zag. Created by Zag, improvised by Toei Animation, storyboards by Koma Warita, and art by Riku. Don't know how to pronounce the last name. Yeah. This next one is The Ever After by Amy Huntley. And this book is also sad, I guess. It mostly takes place in the afterlife. So, oh, here we go. Madison Staton doesn't know where she is or how she got there, but she does know this: she is dead and alone in a vast dark space. The only company she has in this place are luminescent objects that turn out to be all the things Maddie lost while she was alive. And soon she discovers with these artifacts she can re-experience and even sometimes change moments from her life. Her first kiss, a trip to Disneyland, her sister's wedding, a disastrous sleepover. In reliving these moments, Maddie learns illuminating and sometimes frightening truths about her life and death. This is a haunting and ultimately hopeful novel about the beauty of even the most insignificant memories and the strength of true love even beyond death. So that basically explains it. So Maddie is in the afterlife, and most of the story is just her explaining, I guess, what it's like in this afterlife. People are like smoke, I guess, like particles. It's like souls, because she mentions having a soul beat, but like, 'cause she's not alive, it's not heartbeat. Yeah, and reliving the memories, I guess. She finds out what happened to her friend, who is also dead. Well, is dead, but isn't. It's kind of weird. So, like, there's this one scene where, when Maddie was alive, she and her friends or something were playing with a Ouija board and met her friend. But that friend is also dead. Just also someone she knew in life. So I guess time isn't really a thing here. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of like a paradox because, like, she questions the friend, like, was there actually a different spirit before you, like, during any of this? Because this is a different timeline than that, obviously. And I think the friend had, like, a different answer. It was just like, yeah, but I don't remember what it was. So, yeah. And then, Maddie, like, is looking for the sweater, I guess, she lost. Finds it, and here I'm kind of not really sure what happens because it kind of collides with one of my memories of an art room that has nothing to do with the story at all. So I don't really remember what happens in that part of the story, but then she meets, re-meets, like, the love of her life or something, who is also dead. And by the end of the story, figures out how they died. I think it was either his mom or something. It was someone they knew that shot them both. And it was completely not justified at all. Because I don't remember if either the mom shot them, like she was jealous or something, or if it was someone else who was jealous and shot them. But after she, like, realizes this, they, like, reconcile or something, or, like, she meets up with her lover, I guess. And I think he met up with his dad. Again, they're not really, like, people who don't really have, like, faces, like souls, kind of like clouds. Colorful clouds. Or I'm imagining purple clouds because of this, but yeah, kind of a weird story. A lot of slice of life in the memory part, and kind of confusing when Maddie is trying to remember, like, who she is, how she got there, and, like, what's going on. Yeah. I didn't rate the Among Us. Among Us. Ah, yes. Among the Hidden. Did I? That is a 20 out of 10 on everything. I'm just putting one numbers out there. Not like character growth or anything. I don't care. Right now, I do not care. The Ever After was confusing. But overall, 10 out of 10 storytelling. Yeah. 10 out of 10. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed. I don't really know about Artzii Inkk products yet, aside from the poster. That's currently digital. I'm trying to make it a thing, but I don't know yet. I am putting polls out, or have put polls out, to see, like, what you guys want. Because I'm not just gonna buy in bulk, like, a bunch of mugs or something if you guys don't want mugs. But some people did want some clothes, so I'm trying to make that happen with a Bendy hoodie. The design, at first, if it's able to be done in the first place, is going to have the gray on the shoulder instead of like different skin colors to start off. And I'm hoping there's going to be 3 at least in stock, if we can make it happen. Because, well, 3 or 4, because I personally want one, if nothing else. And want to be able to like show it off to you guys and like show you like what we can have done and do. But if that is able to be done and we do have it in stock, I will tell you guys, but in that event, we will only have like limited supplies because it takes a long time for us to get it from our supplier and connections. So yeah, go check out Artzii Inkk Digix. And if you do visit my websites, do not email me about random shit. I'm done answering people because I can't tell who's a scammer or who's bullshit or who's an actual customer with an actual question. So yeah, I do run the Artzii Inkk email still. That's why I said me, not us. I can't exactly hand that over, so it's under my account. Like, I can't hand it over, like, the same way I did with the channel. Yeah. Anyways, my name has been Solarsammyyt. There's nobody really here, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!